Oh, ho, ho, ho. It is cold in here. Let's see, I've never live streamed before, so this is new to me. Let's see how long it takes for someone to pop up. It's kind of late right now. It's 9 o'clock at night. Oh, how did I know you would be first? Hi, guys. I am really cold right now. I've been editing for like the past 7 hours, and I forgot to bring a sweatshirt in, and it's like 60 degrees in this room. I'm on campus right now, editing on their nice computers. Holy cow, you guys are blowing me away with comments here. I am editing my video for this next Saturday. This is so new to me. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, perfect. Well, this isn't going to be a super long live stream. We'll go, let's say, half an hour or so. I'm waiting for a video to upload right now. It's 22 minutes long. Where do I go to school? I don't think I've ever heard. Well, Ron, you should know this. I go to UNI. For those of you who don't know, that's the University of Northern Iowa. Ooh. I do know where Denver, Iowa is. That's not very far from Cedar Falls. Okay, Brian, you edit a video in like 45 minutes, so late night editing to you goes quick. I've been editing since 2 o'clock. I started editing, and then my phone says it needed to update in order to transfer my files. And I didn't want to transfer... No, I'll say that again. I didn't want to update my phone, so I had to run back home, download all my stuff off my phone onto external hard drive, and then bring it back onto campus, and then pull everything off here, and it ended up taking like 2 hours longer than it should have. Good morning, it's 9 o'clock. What are you talking about? Whoever said they liked the shirt, you're my favorite person in the live stream. Yes, Neva, I do see your message. Oh. Alright, guys. A lot of people have been asking me for shout-outs, and if I gave a shout-out to everybody who asked for a shout-out, I would have an entire video of shout-outs, or I would just be talking shout-outs to live stream. So no, if you have really good stuff, like Brian's farming videos or the Minnesota Millennial Farmer, I will give you a shout-out. But you have to prove yourself. How come my mother is never in the videos? Well, okay. She wanted to be kind of anonymous, so you will see maybe her hands or an arm or something come in, but she wants to stay anonymous. Do I know where Knoxville, Iowa is? Yes, I do. How many more days of school do I have left? Like 3 weeks. Williamsburg is, 45 minutes from me. Jared Alred. I agree. George should come to my farm. It would just take a lot to feed him, as well as myself, so I might go broke. I do know where Sioux City is. I drive my Geo to campus. Well, I live off campus, but then I ride my longboard to class. I kind of did the math earlier. I've done over 1,000 miles on my longboard, so I guess you could say I'm a skater boy. I do know where Chelsea is. That's not very far from me. I'm editing on Final Cut Pro when I'm at school, but otherwise I use Windows Movie Maker. Oh, you lucky dogs getting to plant corn. It rained today. I don't know how much rain we got. I haven't talked to Dad. Have we got the planter put back together? Yes, we have. Oh my gosh, we have a celebrity in the chat. Jeff, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your last name. I think it's Gixer, but for those of you who don't know who Jeff Gixer is, he knows everything about me, and he answers a lot of questions in the comments that people have. Very nice guy. And there's a lot of people up late tonight. Am I having fun at school? Ooh, that's a loaded question. I like talking to people and I like being around people, but the stuff I learn isn't necessarily the most fun. I'm gonna grab a chair. Oh, I am cold. There's no thermostat in this room. When do we plan to start planting? Oh, we will start planting when the weather cooperates. It is too wet right now. I am 21 years old. Ooh, my roommate asked, when am I coming home? It'll be a while. Oh, sorry, I'll read faster, guys. Whoever said it's 88 degrees in Vegas, you're killing me. You should grow out a beard. All right. I have this thing called child syndrome where I can't grow facial hair. Therefore, I cannot grow a beard. What? No, don't give me money. You don't have to do that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Thank you, David. That means a lot to me. John Deere or International? Well, okay. Around here, our John Deere service, I don't know if it's just us or what, but it seems like when we go in there, they're always really mean to us, and they just don't want to help. And every John Deere place we go to around here is like that. So we just get kind of a bad taste in our mouth. It's not that we don't like John Deere equipment. We do. But when it comes to getting parts and getting people out there to help you, I'm sorry I'm shaking so bad. I'm cold. But if you can't get people to help you, it's not much fun for us to go there, and we have really good international service around here, so that's why we like red stuff better. Do I have my CDL? No, I don't. I just drive semis when I shouldn't, but I will be getting that this summer. Do I have experience with livestock or cows? Yeah, I've worked with them a bit, but we don't have any. I'm sorry I'm so far behind in the chat, guys. I'm a slower reader. It took me a couple years to pass second grade reading. Jesse, thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. I can now buy groceries for a day. I would put a blanket over myself if I had a blanket. $10? Gosh, guys, seriously. Stop. You don't have to do that. You're going to make me blush pretty soon. Kale, if you come up with your 9570R and want to do some tillage, be my guest. I'll have to ride with you one of these days. I know you don't live very far from me, and I haven't been ignoring you, I promise. Do you plan to run your own farm? The way we look at our operation is all as one team. So my dad and grandpa, they always did everything together, and so that's how we're going to continue doing it. That's the way we've always done it, and it's a lot easier to work as a team than by yourself. I promise, guys, I'm not always this cold. It's just 60 degrees in here, and I've been in here for 6 hours. So my internal body temperature has dropped, and I've only eaten... I ate a tenderloin today, and that's it. I guess I had a banana, too. U.S. farmers do not need a CDL license to drive a semi. You only have to pass the written exam. Okay, I did not know that. I've passed the written exam then, so I guess I'm fine. Do I think working 16 hours in one day is legal for a 15-year-old? Yes, I do. If people want to work, let them work. Like, if you got someone forcing you to work, then I think that's like forcing, as in they're going to beat you and never feed you and kick you out of the house if you don't work for 16 hours every day. But if you want to work, work. I'm sorry, guys. I will stop shaking so much, or try to. I am just chilly. Carter from Kansas. Thank you. Do I go to an agricultural college? No, I don't. I go to, I think they're like a teaching college, and they have a pretty good business department. So I'm studying finance there. Whoever said they love my hair, I love you. Do I do any deer hunting? You know, in the past, I used to really like hunting, and it's not that I don't like hunting, it's just when hunting season is like my busiest time of the year, so I prioritize farming over hunting, and I'm kind of a night owl, so when I go to bed late, it's not really fun to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Ooh, I put my arm between my leg. Can I flip my camera around? Yeah, there we go. I'm doing this, and I'm warming up a little bit now. Much better. A lot of people have been asking about equipment tours. I will have an equipment tour of everything, and buildings and farm tour, everything like that. But I want to wait till this summer when it's nice and pretty, and I can actually get everything outside and lined up nice, not in a dark building where you can't see it very well. That's my philosophy anyway. So just be patient with me, please. The average farmer in America is 55 years old. How do you think we can get more young people into farming? Well, that's the million-dollar question now, isn't it? It's hard to get into farming unless you're born into it, or you have a crazy good work ethic, or like it takes a lot of saving up money from another job to be able to finance farming. So to get more young people into it, I just think people who are farming now just need to have more kids. and get them into farming. Why don't I change rooms to a warmer room? Well, they're all cold up here. Yes, I did see the Welkers receding already, but they're also halfway across the United States. Am I going to open up a shirt shop? By a shirt shop, do you mean I'm going to start selling shirts? Yes, I will. I'm working on a logo right now. I haven't found one that I like yet. My next video will be posted Saturday night, 6 o'clock Central, 6 p.m. Hey, I found a new name for you guys. I can't take credit for this because someone gave me the idea, but since my family is the Corn Star family, you guys are my kernels of corn, my fans. You guys are great. Have I ever been in a farm accident? Ooh. Nothing bad. I almost died once, though, on a four-wheeler. So I had this four-wheeler. It was an automatic, and it had an override button. And for those of you who don't know, on a four-wheeler with an override button, when you press it and you put it in reverse, you have basically unlimited throttle in reverse. And so I was doing like 20 miles an hour in reverse down the driveway, and I lost control. And I went right towards our sprayer tank trailer. That sits like 5 feet off the ground, and I would have shot right under it, and I would have just smoked the entire back of my body on it. But I ran into the tires instead. So I was lucky. From France. Wow. Okay, the thing about YouTube that's blown my mind is how so many of you guys are from all the way around the world. There's people 8,000 miles away from me that are watching me. That is crazy. I never would have imagined that. Why do we have a lot of junk? This is another question I get fairly often. So, my grandpa, he was born during the Great Depression, and he was the master tinkerer. He just loved building things from whatever he had laying around. So he didn't want to get rid of anything because he was born during the Great Depression, and he just liked to have stuff around so he could build things with it. So he just kind of accumulated it over the years, and he never wanted to get rid of it. And just before he passed away, he got brain cancer, stage 4, just about a year ago today. And he said, you know, the farm is a reflection of you guys now. I'm handing it over to you guys. I want you to, you know, carry the torch on. So do what you guys want. And so he kind of gave me his blessing to clean things up, and we've been making a big dent. What inspired my channel? I talk to a lot of people. If you can't tell, I like to be pretty personable. And they always ask me, like, what are you doing on the farm right now? And we live in Iowa, and if you don't know what a farmer does, and you live in Iowa when you're surrounded by farming, how's the rest of the world supposed to know? So that's kind of what got me started. I had the idea of making these videos when I was 12, but nobody was doing it at that time, and I thought, oh, no one's going to want to watch me on the farm. So I just didn't do it. And then last year, I was bored up at college, and I got looking at farming videos on YouTube. And Zach, the Minnesota millennial farmer, he was the first one to pop up, and I'm like, I can do that. I'm literally doing the exact same thing. So that's how I got started. Ooh, the P.O. Box question. I should really get a P.O. Box. I am working on that as well. I need to go talk to the post office this weekend or Friday. We'll see, whenever I have time. Roy Nelson is asking when we are going to be out in the field. When the ground dries up. Was I in FFA or 4-H when I was in high school? To be honest, no. My school did not have an FFA, and I wanted to be in 4-H when I was younger, but my mom would not let me. Fun fact about me, I talk to myself quite often. And I like being really spontaneous and eating a lot of food and taking naps. I like cooking. Now you know everything about me. Okay, Chris Williamson. So you stop spamming hi. Hello. Someone is from China. Wow. Would I buy an Alice Chalmers? It's not that I have anything against them. It's, no, we don't really have a need for one. Brian, I'm not thinking George is for rent. I want to buy him. Duh. Do I live next to any small towns? Okay. If you're from Iowa, chances are you live by a really small town. My town has like 400 people in it. The one I live closest to anyway. Oh. What happens if I turn my phone sideways? It doesn't like that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Someone asked about my GeoPrism. I love my GeoPrism, and it is doing very well. Very well. It's a little dusty right now, though. Do I go to church? Yes, I do. I have a younger brother and an older sister. Hello from Des Moines. Love your videos. You inspire me to make my own farming videos. I'm going to make one this weekend. That is awesome. Make as many videos as you can. That goes for any of you. If you want to make a video, make a video. Like, do your thing. It's fun. I like doing it. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying how I've inspired them or I've brought joy to them. And that's just awesome, guys. I'm glad I can bring some happiness to your heart. Does it drive me nuts being at school when my dad is at home? Yes, it does. Did I ever dream 20,000 people would subscribe to my channel? No. I still can't fathom 20,000 people. That's a lot. The first tractor I ever drove was our Case 7140. Actually, no, that's not true. The first tractor we owned that I drove was a Case 7140. I actually drove one of my friends' tractors first, and that was a John Deere 8000 series front wheel assist. I couldn't tell you the exact numbers. Ooh, what was our biggest mistake on the farm? Oh, that's a tough question. I don't want to say things are mistakes because you have a million different options you can make decisions on, you know. So a lot of times it's just picking one and then rolling with it. If I could do one thing over again, it would be right beside our leg. We have a 25,000 bushel bin that is pretty much not safe to hold any grain in. And we built a 36,000 bushel bin at the east end of our big machine shed. And I wish we would have put that bin where that 25,000 bushel bin is, because then we could have ran a spout from our leg into that. But in the future, we'd like to put up another big bin right beside the leg, and then we can put a trough from the top of that big bin over to our other big bin, and then it'll make things a lot smoother. Cole, do more vids on the business side of things. Not that many farm YouTubers go into that. I plan on it down the road. I don't want to give out my exact numbers of what's going on. I'd like to be transparent with you, but for competition's sake around me, I can't. But I can change things up a bit. But there's just a lot of numbers to go through. But yeah, I definitely have some plans in the future to let you guys kind of understand how the business of the farm works a little more, because I thought I understood it until I actually started doing it, and then I was like, wow, there is a lot more that I did not know. Has a wheel ever fallen off one of my tractors? Yeah, actually, the Oliver. My grandpa was driving it once down the road, and the back right wheel fell off. He stayed on. The wheel rolled in the ditch. They went and got a jack, jacked it up, put it back on, and it's good to go. Mark. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm going to butcher it. I'm sorry. Kampf? Thank you for the graduation gift. Seriously, guys, you don't have to give me any money. I don't feel like I can accept this. Thank you. I guess this money will be going towards a new camera, so you guys will have better footage, more footage. Thank you. How is Cooper? He is delightful. He's been getting in a lot of trouble in school, though. At this half of the school year, I think he had 67 tardies already. So, I guess that's how it is. We have not came up with a nickname for Cooper yet. He wants one that is natural, not forced. Joe Gonnet, thank you. And would I ever travel to a farm in Alberta, Canada? Well, I have a motorcycle, and I would be considered. It would be considered possible for me to accidentally venture up into Canada on my bike. So, possibly. My dad is doing good. He really, really likes the YouTube channel. He's been having so much fun with it. Like, to be completely honest, ever since my grandpa passed away, he's been a little off. But then once I started making the YouTube channels, I don't know if it just like gave him a spark for doing things on the farm again, but he's been more or less his old self again. So he really likes it. He sits through, I'm always looking over, he's on his phone and he's sifting through new comments. He loves reading your guys' comments. So the more comments you have, the better. And he gets a kick out of them, especially if they're funny. And he likes learning things from them too, because you guys are stinking smart. So you let us know things we don't even know half the time, which is nice. And thank you for that. Dad'll sit there and he'll write down like the views on a video and then come back an hour later and he sets a timer on his phone and then he'll be like, oh, cool, you gained 1,000 views in an hour. Like, that's unbelievable. So he really likes it. And Dad used to have a flip phone until January, and then he recently upgraded to an iPhone 10. So he's just breaking all kinds of barriers lately. My school was seriously so small that we didn't have an FFA chapter. I graduated with 23 kids in my entire grade, and I'm pretty sure only 19 of them walked across the stage. How's my channel growing so fast? I don't know. You guys are the ones behind it. Why do I wear dudes on the farm? Okay, for those of you who don't know what dudes are a type of shoe. They're kind of like a slipper. And I wear them in the shop because they're comfortable. Oh, we have another celebrity in the chat. Stephen Kennedy. The man knows a lot of people. Save me a wrench so I can work on the tractor. Well, we've already fixed them, so you're going to have to wait for stuff to break. Don't worry, you won't have to wait very long. If we add a ring to every bin in the summer, it's easier to increase storage than put up new bins. Yes, you are correct, but on all of our bins, besides 2, they have really old floors in them. And an old floor can only support so much weight. And some of our bins are a little so-so. They're just old, and so I don't really want to push them too much. Fun fact, every bin that we have on our farm, my grandpa either built himself or had a part of building. So the 2 new ones we have, he helped build. But all of our old ones, he built himself. And our big machine shed was the only building there that he didn't build, I guess, besides the house. So he built a 90 by 40 building machine shed out of used wood. That wood came from a building that got destroyed in a storm. He salvaged it all, built this building out of it. Our 32 by 80 heated shop over there, he built that with my dad. That was the first building I ever worked on when I was little. The garage by the house, he built. I have my first memory when they were doing the roof on that, actually. We had pigs at the time, and there was this black one, and he was the only black one. He was the leader, and they got out, and he walked up, like, through the crowd, like they spread for him, and he came up and he bit me. Because I was terrified of pigs when I was little. But yeah, my grandpa could build a lot of things. I'm sorry I'm sniffling. I don't want to leave to go blow my nose, and it's not really running that bad, so bear with me, guys. Cole, will I be at the strip club tonight with those dollar bills? I've never been to a strip club, and I don't plan on it. JB. Oh my gosh. Wow. $40. I don't know what to say. Thank you. He said, keep up the good work and get that camera. Thank you. Hey, we need a Farm Simulator 19 map of your farm so bad. I don't know how to do that, so someone's going to have to contact me on that. How many acres is the farm? Just about 1,700. Joe Gonnet. Thank you. I'll give you a shout out. His YouTube channel is called Gone Farming. Gone without an E. G-O-N Farming. What's the best crop to harvest? Well, that depends on where you're at. I think strawberries are the best crop to harvest because I like strawberries. But for where we live, corn and soybeans. What's our newest tractor? Tractor-wise, our Case 7140. It's a 1992, I think. But our sprayers are 2005, so if that counts as a tractor, and our lawnmowers are 2008. So it just depends what you want to count as a tractor. Does my mom know about the lady calendars in the shop? Yeah. My dad is an awesome addition to your channel. Thank you. Dad really likes being on the channel. How much wood would woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot. Would I buy a Massey Ferguson? Possibly. We have several, so it's not like we don't like them, but they're older. Do I have ponds with fish in them? I don't have any ponds on any of our land, but I do like fishing. How much is the camera that I'm looking at? $650, I think, and the lens I want's $200, so $850. Then I would like to get a drone at some point down the road as well, and a GoPro so I can get some neat shots, but that might be down the road a little bit. Benton Community has about 120 kids in the graduating class. Hey, I know where that is. Did you guys buy the Dodge pickup new? No, we didn't. We bought it when it was like 5 years old from my great uncle. And yeah, we bought it from him. It wasn't new. He bought it new though. UBA tracker. Gosh, guys, thank you. $35. Camera will be awesome. I will be getting a camera sooner than I thought. Thanks to you guys. Seriously, thank you. I'm looking at a Canon M50. Brian's farming videos uses the same one. Okay, this is definitely the hardest name I've ever seen in my life. On, no, not in my life, but on this live stream. He said, "Don't try to say my name. It's Greek." And he climbs cell phone towers, but he grew up on a dairy farm. Okay, you're a brave man. Why don't I plan on going to a strip club? Well, it's just not something I really believe in. Um, Being a Christian, I like to guard my heart and not put my mind into places it shouldn't be. I have no idea what time it is. I'm probably like half an hour behind your guys' live chat right now. I'm sorry. Slow reader. How many tractors do we own? 6 running ones, I think, but then we have a John Deere 630, a John Deere 730, another Oliver 1950 that needs just a little engine TLC. We have 3 John Deere Model Ds from like the 1920s, and a John Deere MT, and we just sold a John Deere, no, Minneapolis Moline Model U. So we have a lot of older tractors as well, but some of them, probably half of them could run. The other ones have been sitting out long enough. Joe Gonnet, you've donated 3 times. Thank you. Did I see the Peterson brothers' new video? I have not. Whoa, fella, you look like you're shot. Are you studied out or what? Well, you could say I'm edited out, and I have not had food in several hours. I've been working on, so for all of you people who like filming and want to make a video, enter that Farmfluencer contest that you can find the information on the Welker Farms channel or the Millennial Farmers channel. And I've been working on that because I'm going to enter into it. So my 2 to 3 minute video is going to have about 20 hours worth of work into it. So I've been basically no-lifing that for the past 2 days. Would I ever explore farming like livestock? We used to have cows when I was little, and we used to have hogs when I was little, pigs. And the market was just awful, so we got out of it when we could, and we haven't looked back since. The thing about livestock is I give you livestock farmers a lot of credit because it's 24/7, 365, very intensive work, and it's not always the most forgiving. So, thank you, livestock farmers. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Ooh, I have a couple. Farming YouTubers will go this. I really like Brian's farming videos, mostly because of George. The Millennial Farmer, Zach Johnson. The Welkers, up in Montana. They're fun to watch. Those are the 3 that I watch the most. But there are a few who are up and coming. They're learning. And that's what I like to see. Senseless Fabrication, thank you for the $10. He said, I need to get you out to Vegas for some off-road racing. If I'm ever out there, I'll let you know. Do you guys grow a family garden? No, but when I graduate, I'm going to have an awesome place for a garden, and I want to have a garden, and I want to raise different fruit trees and stuff, and I want to have honeybees. What's the history on the 1926 Model T, and why don't you or your family fix it up and drive it? It used to run, and it probably still does. I mean, with a little work, it could. The engine's not stuck. You can still turn it over. But it got parked there. It was just kind of like a parade vehicle. And it only goes about 30 miles an hour. So we have enough projects right now. We don't really want to work on something that we're never really going to use. So that's kind of the story with the Model T. Why don't I own a truck? Well, we have our farm trucks, so I guess you could say I own a truck. We have 3 farm trucks, technically 4. The 4th one just needs a little work. Technically 5 now, but that's my Jeep that I'm referring to. So it'll be a project. Do I watch The Harmless Farmer? For those of you who don't know who the Harmless Farmer is the Harmless Farmer. I think his name is Andy Detweiler. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's his name. His YouTube channel is Harmless Farmer. He does not have any arms. He does everything with his feet. It is unbelievable. Yes, I do watch him. If I ever thought running a 1,700 acre grain farm was stressful, just think of what it's like to have a 3,000 cow dairy. Holy cow, you're a busy dude. How much school do I have left? I have like 3 weeks left. What kind of combine do we have? We have a Case IH 2388. I believe it's a 2001. Sam the Buses 101. I don't know how to thank you. $50. Oh my gosh. You guys are the best. Thank you. John Warren, you said you've got a good connection for bees. If I'm seriously looking for bees, I'm seriously looking for bees. I want to raise some honey. Me and the bees are going to be like this. So, look in my video description for my email so you can email me. How many horses is the 7120? Well, we do not have a 7120. We have a 7140. And I think it's 215 at the crank. It's like 195 pulling wise. If I said that right, I'm not sure. One lonely farmer is a good YouTuber too. I just don't watch him that much, just because I don't have a lot of time, and watching the other three kind of is my TV time, I guess you could say. Oh, Sam the Bus's 101 said something. He said, Cole, keep the heart clean and your life will do well. You are a good inspiration for those who watch you. I know you aren't into trucks, but if you ever get into buses, let me know. I'll help you. Thank you, Sam. Are you a Ford, Chevy, or Ram guy? To be honest, I don't really have that much of a preference. I like different things about all of them. It depends on the years and what engine they have in them. And yeah, I like them all. We have all three of them. Have I ever been to the Tulip Festival? No, but I've heard of it. Do I like farming? It's all right. Our Oliver is a 1950. Our biggest tractor is our Massey Ferguson 4880. It's 320 horsepower. I don't, Greek guy, I don't know how to say your name, but your last name is Lion. Thank you for the $2. Thanks for being here the whole time, Tyler. 50 minutes is a long time to watch me. Hey, Cole, what classes are you taking in college? That is a good question. Okay, so I need to remember now. I'm in advanced financial management. I'm taking sign language 3. I'm in world geography as an elective. Yeah, I know. I know all about the world now. And another class called business policy and strategy. Those are the last 4 classes that I need to take. I wear the earphones because I have sensitive ears and I like listening to the radio. Peter Agnell says, I cannot see you as a bully. Well, when I was younger, I was pretty mean. But I learned that that wasn't the person I wanted to be. That wasn't in God's plan for me. So he changed my heart, and I'm the person I am today. I don't want to stay the person I am today, though. I want to continue growing. Becoming a better person every day is my goal. How many rows is our bean head? It is a 12 row, technically, 30 feet. Have we ever ran any blue tractors? Well, we ran Fords back in the day, but not New Hollands. What's my dream job? Farming. Definitely farming. What do you think about new tractors with DEF you have to put in it? I've only ran one piece of equipment with DEF, and that was last fall when our neighbor let us use his combine so we could finish up harvest. And that had DEF. That was a John Deere S670. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal. What do I think about a 14-row planter and a 7-row corn head? I think you're a pretty good fabricator if you built that. What do you use for fall tillage? Well, we've been trying to get out of fall tillage if we can, but we got a VT, well, a real disc, 2 years ago, and so we've been trying to use that more. But otherwise, we had 2 discs before that. Do you have plans to try to take on more land when you are done with school? Okay, I'm always open to farming more land, but to be completely honest, I don't think our operation is ready to take on more land yet. We need to work on a couple more efficiencies and get things kind of cleaned up and working better. Because right now we just have so many bottlenecks, and taking on more land would be a stretch, like if it was significant acres. So we just have a few things we need to get kind of our feet back under us a little bit first, and then yes, we will be ready for future expansion. Would you ever get a newer tractor in the future? Well, down the road, we would like to buy a 24-row planter, and we don't have anything that can pull a 24-row planter right now. So yes, a newer tractor would be in the works down the road. If you have a question about American Sign Language, ask away. Hey Cole, your friend Nate was on Iowa Chill. Well, my friend Nate runs Iowa Chill, so that's why he was on it. Am I extremely religious? Well, I'm a Christian and I'm strong in my faith. I'm 21. What is 2 plus 2? 17. Have I heard of the John Deere 32-row cornhead? I have not. Why are there so many of you up so late? I guess I'm up late too. I don't have much room to talk. Do I play any sports? Yeah, I did in high school. Cole, do you have a waste oil furnace in the heated shop? No, we don't. In the heated shop at home, I guess that's just what I call it at home. That has a boiler, instant demand boiler on the wall, and that's ran off LP. And that floor in that shop is heated. And then in our top garage, that has half the floor is heated, and then we had forced air in there before, and so those are still there as well. And then over at the main farm, the heated shop over there has forced air, and everything runs off LP. What model is the case skid loader? I honestly don't know. It doesn't have any numbers on the side, so I couldn't tell you. What do you think is better, no-till vertical or heavy tillage? I think it all depends on where you're at, what kind of soils you're working with, what you're growing, what kind of machinery you're pulling over things. I can't say one's better than the other. I would like to see no-till just because I like the conservation of it, but it doesn't always work for everybody. How many bees have you been wanting? I don't know yet. Probably start off with like 3 hives. Have I heard of Ames, Iowa? Yes. What kind of music do I like the most? I listen to a little bit of everything. I really like rock. How fluent am I in American Sign Language? If I was having a conversation with someone who spoke full sign, if they slowed down for me, I could pick up maybe half if it was in my wheelhouse. Otherwise, like quarter. I'm not super fluent, but I can communicate with other people who sign. How many graves do you do on most years? Normal years about 50. How do you deal with all the junk sitting around outside of your farm? Well, I've been cleaning it up. I don't like it. But I work with what I have, and we're making a dent on it. What big town do I live by? The biggest town I live by is Marshalltown. Hold on a second. I'm going to click my home button and hopefully it doesn't kick you guys off. I don't know what this is going to do. Okay, we're back. How do I pull my chat back up? Okay, there we go. What is my favorite movie? I like The Goonies. Do we get bad erosion where we live? In spots on side hills and stuff. Some of our ground is fairly flat, and then others we have decent rollies in, so we just don't work up ground in the steeper spots. How much money do you make a year? Last year, I made $4,500. And if you don't believe me, I'd show you my taxes. You can make a decent down payment on a new tractor off scrap metal. The plans for the scrap metal money, that's going to go towards the house over on the main farm, which is where I am living. And it needs new siding, new windows. No, that's not cheap. Hey, where can I buy this shirt? Good question. It was actually Cooper's. When did I get into farming? Oh, ever since I was like old enough to walk. I guess I was out there, but I never really. I started driving equipment by myself when I was 8. But then there was some times in between, where like school and sports and stuff kind of took over. But I was always out there for the most part, but sometimes more proactive than others. How do we like floor heat versus air? We really like the floor heat. Way better than the air. It's an even heat. You can open the doors and then shut them, and all your heat doesn't go out, and stuff thaws out so much nicer. It's great. All right, guys, I'm going to stream for 15 more minutes, and then I am going to stop for the night. So, 15 more minutes. Track B Pro. Love watching videos. Keep it up. Thank you for the $2. Do you actually smoke? Because you said you did 2 times. You just made me want to go smoke again. No, I don't smoke. I know 99% of you have kept your messages nice and appropriate, but please, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. Especially racist stuff. Thank you. What do I use to edit videos? I use Windows Movie Maker, which you can't get anymore, my version anyway, and Final Cut Pro 10. Caleb918273, thank you for the $1. How fluent am I in ASL? Not very, but I can have a conversation with someone. Have I ever done a skid steer wheelie? Did you really just ask the corn star that? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh no, I scrolled up. Sorry, I was kicking someone out of the live stream, or hiding them for being inappropriate. What's the paint color on the old blue Ford? It's a custom color, so you can't make anything just like it ever again. Where did I get the name Cole the Corn Star? Okay. Long story short, I worked at a funeral home 2 years ago, and the funeral home director there, his nickname for me was Porn Star. So I liked farming, and I was asking one of my friends, and they came up with the idea of Corn Hub, and I was like, no, that's not what I want to do. And then I was like, Cole the Corn Star. So I went with it. It actually took me... The reason why I didn't start my YouTube channel sooner was because I could not think of a good name. What year is your brother's yellow 400EX? That is his four-wheeler, for those of you who don't know what a 400EX is. And it's 2005. Why do I wear ear protection like all the time? I have sensitive ears. Will we make it at $3.30 a bushel? No. Do I have a home garden as well? Not yet. How am I? Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. I am doing fantastic. When are you going to get that Kaiser on the road? The Kaiser is my Jeep truck. Yeah, it'll be a little while. Could you have Daddy Cornstar do more filming while you are at school and share the videos? I let him do as much filming as he wants to do. He just sends me the videos. So sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. We have... I'm bad at math right now. 10 minutes left in the stream, guys. 10 minutes. It would be hard to be a farmer and not be Christian. Do I have any thoughts on that? Well, I mean, farmers just seem to be Christians in general just because you have to have faith to do what we do, in my opinion. It's not exactly easy, and you have to have a lot of trust. Like, in my opinion, God provides. So I don't worry about things like at all. I'm not a worrier. I just put that on the good Lord above and let him take it away. Did I buy some non-ventilated pants yet? No. I've had those pants for like 5 years. I can't just throw them away. Do I have wedding plans? No. Not yet, anyway. My thoughts on grain prices? Well, they're pretty low, but that's the way farming's been since the history of farming. Like, you're gonna have good years, bad years, sideways years. It's part of it. Is that a good wink for you guys? Can you and your dad make a vid about your farm history? Yes. Down the road, we definitely will. Do you know the song Rain Makes Corn? Corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby. Yeah, I know that song. Hey, Cole, I like to farm too, but I'm kind of busy in school. You ever wish you could just not go to school and farm every day? That is exactly what I think about when I'm in class every day, so it makes it really hard to pay attention in class. Oh, special shout out to Ricardo Yarenga. He's a good man. Would we ever get a Big Bud tractor? I think they're cool if one ever came across at the right price. Yeah. Is there a mama corn star? Yes, I do have a mother. She just does not want to be on camera. Do I ever go to farm shows? For example, the Farm Progress in Decatur, Illinois. Yes, I've been to the Farm Progress show, but I go to the one in Boone, Iowa. I probably will go to the other ones this year, though, so I can meet you guys. Do I know the millennial farmer, Zach Johnson? I've never met him in person yet. Jay Galloway, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Jay. You're welcome for answering your questions, Kimberly. Have a good night. We have 5 minutes left, guys. 5. Do I know the Welkers? I've never met them. But they do follow me on Instagram. For those of you who don't know, I do have an Instagram. It is at Cole the Corn Star. So if you want to follow me on there, be my guest. I post on behind the scenes stories every now and again, and some cool pictures that I take and I don't include in my YouTube videos. Do a fan meetup. Well, maybe down the road, but otherwise, definitely at farm shows. I'll let you guys know which ones I'm going to. You're curious as to how our truckers get paid. Okay, the way we pay our truckers is we pay them on a per bushel basis. So it can be anywhere from, let's say, 20 to 25 cents a bushel, depending how far they're hauling. And then we pay them every 5 loads, usually. You live in Independence in Manchester, Iowa. I am familiar with that area. I have family over in Strawberry Point. I drive by Independence often. We actually get our chemicals and fertilizer through the CPS that's in Independence. Do you do anything besides farming and cemetery keep up? We have a couple rental houses that we do as well. And I do YouTube now. When do I graduate? I graduate in 3 weeks. I'm glad you liked the oil changing video of mine. I'm not going to post videos like that all the time, just every so often, because I want to keep my channel primarily around the farming stuff. How does it feel to blow up so quickly on YouTube? It doesn't feel real. I feel the same, to be honest, but it makes me feel good. So thank you. I've met Brian's farming videos a couple times in person, and I would now like to meet you sometime. Well, if you see me, holler. If any of you see me, don't be afraid to say hello. I will talk to each and every one of you in person. If anyone ever wants to be a farmer, go for it. I give everyone support. All right, guys, we have 90 seconds left on the live stream. I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I gotta go for the night. Cole, can you please sing a song to me? Because I have depression. I want you to make me feel better. I'm sorry you have depression. Don't be sad. Go watch my videos. Those will make you happy. I would sing, but you don't want to hear me sing. Any advice on starting a YouTube channel? Yes. Make as many videos as you can and keep trying to make each one better than the last. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream tonight. I will probably be back in my next stream, which will be in the field, I'm assuming. If not, it'll be somewhere. I'm going to do these more often. These are fun. I'd never done one before, and I was like, you know what? While I'm waiting for this video to upload, I'm just going to stream. So I like it. I like being able to interact with you guys. You guys are the best. Everyone get some good sleep tonight. Say hello to your mother, your father. Tell everyone that you love them. Give someone a hug today. Do something great. Go out there. Make the world a better place. I love you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Don't forget, new video